So today we're going to be talking about Amazon Prime Now with their Whole Foods grocery section, because I actually wanted to make a video where I went through the process of actually buying some stuff through Amazon Prime Now to have it delivered to my door for groceries instead of going to the typical grocery store, and kind of making a video about the comparisons between the two. But in the process of actually going through it, I actually decided not to do it just because of the sheer price that things cost online with Amazon versus the actual grocery store that I typically shop at. And the main reason this originally came up was because Amazon had a $10 off coupon, and I'll show you guys here on the computer in a second. When you order something over 35 bucks, so I was like, oh, that's cool. I can get $70 worth of groceries for my $60 budget, and I thought that was going to be interesting. But of course, there were some things going in between. I couldn't get myself to actually buy those things just because when I went through that process of just kind of getting an idea of what everything costs, it was going to be way too much money to be able to get the things that I typically get on a regular week at my normal grocery store. So I would have gotten a lot less for a lot more of a cost, and it wasn't really going to be worth it for me. Plus, there's also like the tipping fee for the person that does the delivery. Even with the $10 off, it just did not seem like a lot. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop over here on the computer here in just a moment, and actually take a look at what it is for that cost, and typically what I end up spending on these particular items. Hello fellow wealth builders, and welcome back to the TruFinancials channel. As I mentioned, we're going to be looking at Amazon Prime Now with their groceries and seeing how it really is different than buying things at the actual grocery store. But first, if you are new here, my name is Dennis, and on this show we love to talk about personal finance, investing, and retirement to really help build your wealth and become more financially free. If that's something that interests you, consider subscribing with us today, and don't forget to hit that bell to get notifications when new videos come up. Alright, so let's go hop on the computer and check out some of these prices that I saw when I was kind of just doing the research for this video, and what caused me not to want to buy anything from the Amazon/Whole Foods online purchasing. Now, I'm actually a fan of Amazon. I do like buying my typical things from Amazon, but this stuff was just unfortunately not in my price range to be able to hit my typical budget. So let's go on the computer and take a quick look. Alright, so here we are on the computer, and as I mentioned real quick too, I am still a big fan of Amazon, but after going through this, I'm not a big fan of the prices for their groceries, and we're going to check that out here in just a moment. Now, first and foremost, what you can see here, or at least partly on the screen, is that you can see where it says $10 off your next order with Save Now, or Save 10 Now coupon. Now, that is available for anybody that is doing Amazon Prime Now on any kind of order. I just wanted to take advantage of the grocery portion of it. So if you by any chance are watching this and it's still 2018, you can actually get that $10 off for your order if you are eligible for it. So make sure you check that out so you can save 10 bucks on your next order. I think it has to be over 35 bucks, but hey, that's still 10 bucks that you can save. So what we're going to do is kind of just look around what I was seeing when I was just kind of doing some preliminary investigation on the groceries available for me to be able to purchase, because I was like, oh, just get a good idea. So what we're going to do is actually go here in the grocery category and kind of take a look at some of the different things. Now, if you actually watch the grocery haul that I did a long time ago, where I actually kind of took you through the local grocery shop here that I have, which is called Winco, and actually showed you some of the different tips and tools that I utilize to be able to save as much money on my grocery hauls, because we do have a strict $60-ish budget to be able to spend every single week to be able to fulfill our refrigerator and our cabinet and our stomachs as well too. So over here we're going to be in the dairy, the produce. You can see all these different options that Amazon has here. So one of the first things I did was actually looking at the produce, because in typical grocery stores, that's kind of the first area that I go to trying to get all my things. So when I was looking at the prices, the price per pound on the bananas were not bad at all, but then it started kind of picking up a little bit more, because then I'm like, okay, well, I typically like to get apples or grapes. Now, I do understand that sometimes things are on sale here, and same thing with the grocery store, that, not everything's always going to be on sale at the same time. But when I'm looking at different things and the cost, versus other places, it is a little bit different. Now, before you might, put in the comment section that you love Whole Foods, there's nothing wrong with Whole Foods as well. It's just not my preference when it comes to grocery stores, just in my own opinion. But if you do like them, let me know in the comment section down below, if you do enjoy going to Whole Foods or shopping on Amazon or any other online retailer, because I know Walmart has it. And I was going to kind of look into them as well, even though I don't prefer shopping at Walmart, or even Kroger's has like their Instacart as well. So I was going to look into those as well and see if any of them have better options than what Amazon has. But just kind of based off of here, for example, when I was like going through here, They have, the apples, 2.99 a pound or $1.99 a pound. I'm used to paying 79 cents to $1 per pound, and that's even including like the Granny Smith apples, which are those green ones. So for me personally, I'm just like, these prices are starting to get a little too high for me, even with that $10 off, or the convenience of not having to actually drive to the grocery store, because I was taking that into consideration as far as, well, I don't actually have to physically, leave the house, which is gas, and obviously the time might be a little bit more saved for me because I'm not like going around and picking out extra things, which also saves me from impulse buying, which I don't really do a lot of, but that can happen, especially if you go to the grocery store on an empty stomach, which is obviously a bad thing. So if you look on here, you got like dollar strawberries for $3.29. I'm used to paying typically $1 for a pound of strawberries, so for me that was again a little too much. I wasn't a big fan of that. So just going through again the rest of the stuff, as far as raspberries, or just even like the tomatoes, as far as the price per ounce, or even price per unit, it just always seemed a little bit higher for me. So I was going through this, and I really wanted to build up a basket and do a video for you guys and kind of show you some of the things that I can order from here. One thing that like really got me was honestly the milk. If I could find it right here. So they have the milk over here, if you could see. It's $5.99 for 1 gallon. I typically pay $1.89 for a gallon of milk at Winco, and so for me to pay that much higher price for a gallon of milk just didn't really work for me, and I couldn't justify it even for making this video in that regard, because I really wanted to go through that process and share the experience, even if it was a tiny bit more than our typical budget for groceries, especially with that $10 savings. But at this price range, it just didn't seem feasible and right for me to be able to do so, because I don't want to like skimp out on buying things that we typically need or actually want on a weekly basis just because I wanted to make this video, because I don't want to just make this video and then still have to go to the grocery store and buy extra things. So that was for the most part what really got me. I know cereal was a big thing as well too. If I can load that up there. So for me, cereal, I typically wait until I can get them on sale. I think I mentioned that in my grocery haul video, where I usually wait until they're about $2 or so for a regular small box, or for like the family size, usually $2.99 or so is what I'm okay with spending. But when I was going through here, buying like the Kellogg's Raisin Bran, family size for $4.49, quite a bit more than I normally spend. Or if you do the normal size Cocoa Puffs, that's $3.82. I can get that for as low as $2, sometimes at Winco, just depending on the sales that they have, because I do shop based off of what's on sale, not really what I want all the time. Very rarely will I like buy a cereal box because it's what I want versus, okay, well, this one's on sale versus the other one. As long as I enjoy those cereals or whatever other products they are, I will go with those. Same thing with the fruit. I do talk about that, how I will buy fruit based off of, what's on sale. And if something's not, I do skip it, even though I'm a big fan of, said fruits. So not a fan of when we get into the winter time, just because obviously fruit is typically not as much on sale as they are during like the spring and the summertime as well. So overall, that was the big thing when it came to this whole process. I was really excited to actually do this once I saw that $10 off coupon, because I thought it might have been worth it, even if I had to pay like the tip. I know the delivery fee is free if it's like over that $35 threshold, so I was going to obviously buy more than that because we had that $60 budget. But just couldn't come up to it to be able to spend that money on the Amazon Prime Now wholesale foods / whatever it's called, because I know Amazon has like Amazon Fresh as well, but ever since they bought Whole Foods, they were able to implement it into the Prime Now. And I know not every area has Prime Now, so it might not actually be available for you in your area, but just kind of looking it over and making that decision of saying, I don't think it's worth the convenience of being able to stay at home, order these items and have them delivered to me, and possibly not even do impulse buying, versus the actual work of actually going to the grocery store, buying everything, and then actually having to come back and put it away. So for me, it just wasn't worth it. So hopefully, if you guys are looking at that or thinking about the possibility of doing Amazon Whole Foods purchasing from online, definitely look at those prices versus what you typically pay. If you already go to Whole Foods, is that price pretty comparable? Because I don't actually go to that grocery store. Let me know in the comment section down below, because when I compare it to Winco prices, it just seems like a lot more. I know some people go to Aldi's, which is somewhat similar as far as like price ranges for a lot of the products that I buy at Winco. So you could probably, be on my side with saying that some of those prices are way higher than you probably typically pay as well. And if that's the case, let me know in the comment section down below if those prices were quite high for you as well. And obviously it can dictate based off of where you live in the country, because some areas have higher prices than others. I know here in Arizona, we're kind of moderate in comparison to some of the other much bigger cities around us. So now instead of getting that $10 off for the grocery order, what I'm probably going to end up doing for that promotion is just wait until we find all the different things that we need for the home and health category that we have here at the house, where if we need like deodorant or body wash or laundry detergent, to be able to spend over $35, get that $10 off, kind of bring us back to where we would probably be if we spent it somewhere else, or if we can get a better deal and get a little bit more for our money's worth, buying from some stuff on Amazon Prime now, since we're not going to do it here through the grocery portion. So I hope this video was helpful in the aspect of understanding a little bit more of the online grocery shopping for Amazon. If you are curious on me testing out or even going through the process of looking at like the Walmart pickup stuff or even the Kroger's, I think it's called Instacart, let me know in the comments down below as well. I will probably try to look at those as well, because I just find those very fascinating to live in a world now where we can order our groceries online and either have them delivered or just go pick them up, because I'm typically very particular with my produce, for example, or how I can save money based off going off brand, and if those are even available on those online platforms as well. So let me know in the comments if those are things that you might be interested in, and I can hopefully make some of those videos as well for you. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video here today. Hit that like button if you did, and in that comment section, like I mentioned earlier, let me know, do you use any online services for groceries, whether it's for Walmart or for Kroger's or even for Amazon as well. I'd definitely like to hear from you in the community in the comments down below. And if you're not yet subscribed, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button, and thank you so much, fellow wealth builders, for watching, and have a great day. Alright, if you made it to the end of this video, I have two more here for you. The top one is going to be my most recent release, and then this bottom one over here is going to be me actually going to my local grocery store and buying everything that I typically buy on a weekly basis and being able to hit my actual budget. So check that out as well if you'd like to get more information.